Yep, I should have waited. That's freaking hot. What's up, guys? So today, we're gonna be talking about 5 stupid freaking financial decisions that I made before the age of 23. I am 24 now, so it was just last year. I joined the Air Force when I was 19, so do the math. So 4 freaking years straight, it took me that long to get my act together. Some of you are still trying to get your act together. That's fine. Hopefully, whatever I went through and I tell you here will kind of give you a sense of comfort. And don't worry, there's a way out of the hole. I don't know if there's a saying attached to that. I don't know enough quotes. But nonetheless, let's get started. Number 1. Oh, and by the way, just stay till the end because I'm gonna be revealing the single most, like the biggest reason why I should have did this one thing at the, like, all that money that I could have saved per year, like the decision, like if I just was smarter with my money, maybe if I just knew, the right decisions, maybe I knew the right decisions to make with the money, but like I didn't want to do it because, YOLO, right? Can't believe I said that. Anyways, number 1, I blew my money on social life. Yes, my social life was very important to me. Now, not so much, but I blew my money on social life. Eating out. Yep, eating out is probably the biggest one, and everybody can relate to that. Freaking eating out. I didn't realize that I was spending like more than $100 a week on freaking eating out. That wasn't including like my regular groceries, right? I'm getting like a steady paycheck, and you'll hear this story from people who join the military. They're receiving a paycheck, and you never received a paycheck before. Maybe they're in high school, and then maybe this is like their first or second job. This was like my 3rd job, but I was never making that much money, and now I'm receiving these paychecks. So what do? Freaking eating out. Why? I'm buying groceries. I spent like $100 a week on eating out. It was between $50 and $100 a week on eating out. That's a freaking $100 a month you can saving, especially if you're broke. I was broke and I was still doing it. No, don't do it. Under that category for blowing my money on social life, alcohol. Yep, turned 21, and what did I do? Went to the clubs, went to the bars, dropping a little 20 there, a little 30 there. What's money, right? Nope. It'll cost you longer than you wish you saved that money. Club fees. Going to the club costs you money, especially dudes. But there's usually a cover charge for guys. You gotta go in the club, you gotta pay a fee. There you go. Usually like $10, $20 sometimes. Say you go to the club twice, right, that week. Say you spend $40, or whatever, $40, right? Say it's $20 per night for a cover charge. You're doing that every week like I was. That's $20 per night. Jesus, that's $80 a freaking month on just a fee of walking through a door. I did the math on that. I was roughly spending between $150 to $200. I'm just gonna leave it at $150 a week. That's $150 a week, and that's not including living expenses. That's insane for a 19-year-old, especially. So that's $150, and that's how I blew my money on social life. I'm sure there was other ways that I miscellaneously blew my money on my social life, but those were the main ones, and that was pretty frequent, so that was stupid. I blew my money on dating. I thought I was Mr. Casanova. Maybe I still do. No, just kidding. Anyways, I thought I was going out there. I was picking up, I was playing the game, young guy's game. I was trying to meet different girls and impress them, and I was blowing my money on freaking dating apps, man. What was that, like? Tinder is like $10 a month if you want to buy the premium. Of course you're gonna buy the premium because you can do more stuff. That's stupid. Just go and talk to people. Go to a freaking grocery store. Go to the mall. Meet somebody. Jesus, nobody has a freaking social intelligence or whatever. Like, you just go and talk to somebody. That's free. It's free. And you could probably meet somebody way better. And then dinners for these dates. I'll spend like $50 to $100 per date because I was trying to impress them, which is the next thing. Like, impressing people. I know that's a typical, you hear that a lot from guys that tell you about like what not to do with your money. You're keeping up with the Joneses. True. And that's especially the same thing with that girl you're checking out. Save your money. And then gifts. I don't know what I was thinking buying gifts. Things I couldn't afford. Even a freaking $20 teddy bear I could not afford, but I was still doing it because I was trying to impress a chick. So, number 2, all that came together between $300 to $500 per month. Where did that money come from? I have no clue. Keep in mind, guys, at this time, for the last in military, your income grows per year. But the first year I was in the Air Force, I was making like maybe $1,200 a month. And you do the math, you're like, how does that even add up? I have no clue. Number 3, I blew money on impressing people. That was the next thing I was gonna talk about. Impressing people. Clothes, jewelry. No, you don't need it. You don't. You know what, now, like before I was going into like all these fashion brands, like I don't know why I was thinking I could like even pull it. I didn't really look good in Gucci or whatever, Versace. No. But now I go to like H&M or I go to Ross. You know what you can find at TJ Maxx? A lot. This jacket is from TJ Maxx. You know how much it cost me? $25, if that. It was definitely around $25 for this freaking jean jacket. I find all my clothes like that, and you can too. You don't need to spend a bunch of money, and all that came out to around $200 a month. $200 a month I was spending on clothes so I can look good when I go to the club and try to pick up a girl because I cared what she thought I looked like. No. You know what they care about? What's in here? Just kidding. It's all about the personality, guys. Also, the next thing and the final thing, a car. I did not know. Actually, that wasn't the last thing. I'm lying. Caught me slipping. Just kidding. But I'll go into it anyways. A freaking car. I bought a car I couldn't afford several times. I never learned my lesson. My first car was a truck. Could not afford that. Second car I bought. Could not afford that. Paying like $400 a month. Not including insurance, by the way. Third car I bought. That added on to my, you know how much I was paying for a car, guys, on a monthly basis, not including insurance? Let's get it this way. My other car was $400. This other car was about $320. So estimate $720. I was paying $720 a month purely in car payments. That's not including any of my other freaking living fees. That's insane. Making like $3,000 a month. That's not including rent. That's not including insurance. That's not including my phone. Just the cars. Not including gas. Yeah, don't do that. Save your money. If you can, pay it in cash. If you can, the monthly payments, if you're gonna do that, monthly payments, 10 to 15% per month of your monthly income. Shouldn't be more than that. You gotta be saving your money, guys, because you're gonna wanna live, if you can't afford it, suffer a little bit now so that 10, 20 years later, you can buy that Tesla you want. Play some video games while you drive. There you go. Last thing, freaking insurance. I blew my money on insurance. Financial literacy is important. I didn't realize how important it was until I started forking up all this dough and then realizing later on I didn't need to fork up all this dough. It was just options that I either did not know about or the wrong decisions. Insurance is a big kicker for guys, especially my age, right? I'm 24 this month. Jesus, I could have saved so much money on insurance. I found out that I was overpaying for my car insurance with different deductibles and all these things. That I could have called just simple call. I could have been like, okay, that's $50 less than my car insurance. Okay, cool. Nope, didn't know that. A year ago, I started getting really serious into my money, and you gotta get serious in your money too. All right, and that came out to be about $400 a month. I was paying about $400 a month for years, not including the time where I had a second car. So do the math. So altogether, for just purposes, I estimated everything, added all the expenses for the top 5 and how I blew my money. That's $1,650 per year. $1,650. That's $1,650, and that's really lowballing it. I've well easily probably spent way more than that in a year, but for 1 year I paid $1,650 on average. Now I did the math. $1,650, and this was the big kicker, and this is why it's important that you do save your money and that you do know these things and you do not blow your money on stupid crap. $1,650, if I were to invest that in a growth stock mutual fund, then in 30 years that would have been worth over $5,000. With you not doing anything, just leaving it there. Here's $1,600. I'm gonna put it into this account, and I'm just gonna leave it. 30 years later, you're like, oh, I had this money. You have this extra freaking $5,000 out of nowhere. You didn't even do anything. That's how important financial literacy is, guys. That's insane. And I know I say that a lot. That's probably like a banner back here, but financial literacy, it's important. So get your money right. That's why I have this little piggy bank here. So it reminds me, save, You don't know this, but the skull is actually also a piggy bank. Just a reminder. I don't know why I have two piggy banks, but it just looks cool. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. You know, if you then like the video. If you want to subscribe, then I love you. I'm not kidding. I love you. But if you dislike it, that's cool too. I'll see you in the next video, guys. I hope you found this useful. If you did, share with your homies, share with your friends, share with your pets, share with your piggy banks, and I'll see you next time. Peace.